Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Story Time. I'm Miss Lyn, and I'm happy that you are here, to join in with a song and to hear a story and to see the craft of the week. I hope everyone's well, and I am just happy to see all of your smiling faces. Again, thank you for joining me. Okay, we're going to start with our familiar song. If you're happy and you know it, get your hands ready. Okay, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Here's a new one. If you're happy and you know it, wiggle your fingers. If you're happy and you know it, wiggle your fingers. If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, wiggle your fingers. Excellent, you did a great job. Here's another new one. If you're happy and you know it, laugh out loud, ha ha. If you're happy and you know it, laugh out loud, ha ha. If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, then laugh out loud, ha ha. All right, everybody ready? We're going to do all three of them. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, wiggle your fingers. If you're happy and you know it, laugh out loud, ha ha. If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands, wiggle your fingers, and laugh out loud. Ha ha! That was great. Thank you so much for again joining me. I love this time with all of you. Okay, now let's get settled. I'm in my comfy chair and I have a great book to read to all of you today. It's one of my favorites. Here we go. And it's also a favorite of one of my good friends. Her name is Rhonda, and she loves teaching reading to young children. And she wrote and told me, after seeing the posting of the craft, that this was one of her favorite books as well. The title is The Most Magnificent Thing, and it was written and illustrated by Ashley Spires. Let's take a little book walk. Here's our front cover. Here's our title. Here's our author and illustrator name, Ashley Spires. And here's our back cover that actually is a wraparound cover. Look at that. I see this young girl on the cover. She's got all kinds of recycled stuff that she's pulled into a wagon and she's walking down the sidewalk. Do you see her dog right there in front of her? It looks like she's got a project in mind. And we're going to have to read to find out what that is. So here's our front book flap. It tells us a little bit about the story. And it says, one day a little girl has a wonderful idea. With the help of her canine assistant, her dog, she is going to make the most magnificent thing. I can't wait to read this to you. Our back cover gives us a blurb, a little paragraph or two about Ashley Spires. And she lives in Canada. All right. The most magnificent thing. Here's our title page, and a special thank you to Kids Can Press Publishing. This is a regular girl and her best friend in the whole wide world. They do all kinds of things together. They race, they eat, they explore, and they relax. She makes things. He unmakes them. Uh-oh. One day the girl has a wonderful idea. She is going to make the most magnificent thing. I think her dog is hilarious. She knows just how it will look. She knows just how it will work. All she has to do is make it. And she makes things all the time. Easy peasy. First, she hires an assistant. Next, they gather their supplies. They set up somewhere out of the way and get to work. Where does this little girl live? A house, an apartment, a big building, possibly a city. Who do you think that is standing in the doorway? I think so too. Looks like Mom. Do you think she's really out of the way? No, she's not. She's on a mission. She's on a mission to make this most magnificent thing. And she's decided she needs some space and that this could be her space. I'm not so sure it's the best choice. Look at all the people walking by her. But you know something? I don't think she cares. The girl tinkers and hammers and measures, while her assistant pounces and growls and chews. When she is finished, she steps back to admire her work. She walks around on one side. Her assistant examines the other side. It doesn't look right. Her assistant picks it up and gives it a shake. It doesn't feel right either. They are shocked to discover that the thing isn't magnificent or good. It isn't even kind of sort of okay. It is all wrong. The girl tosses it aside and gives it another go. She smooths and wrenches and fiddles. Her assistant circles and tugs and wags. When she is finished, she stands up and takes a long look at it. Her assistant gives it a nudge with his paw. The thing is still wrong. She decides to try again. I'm thinking something's happening with her feelings. Look at her face. Frustrated? She has a vision, and something's just not happening the way she wants it to. So the girl saws and glues and adjusts. She stands and examines and stares. She twists and tweaks and fastens, and she fixes and straightens and studies. She's working so hard to make this happen. She tries all different things to make it better. She makes it square, she makes it round, she gives it legs, she adds antennae, she makes it fuzzy, she makes it long, short, rough, smooth, big, small. One even smells of stinky cheese. But none of them are magnificent. Her hard work attracts a few admirers, but they don't understand. They can't see the magnificent thing that she has in her mind. She gets mad. The angrier she gets, the faster she works. She smashes pieces into shapes. She jams parts together. She pummels the little bits and pieces in. Her hands feel too big to work and her brain is too full of all the not right things. If only the thing would just work. She is steaming mad. Crunch. Ow. Uh-oh. The pain starts in her finger. It rushes to her brain and she explodes. It is not her finest moment. Oh my goodness. Have you ever had something like this happen? Where it's just the last straw and you are so upset, nothing's working right, and you keep trying. She gave it her best effort and she has had enough. I'm no good at this. I quit. Her assistant suggests a walk. It's not much help at first, but before long, she starts to feel different, and bit by bit, the mad gets pushed out of her head. As they stroll along, she comes across the first wrong thing she made. The bad feelings are about to start all over again. Then she notices something surprising. There are some parts of the wrong things that are really quite right. The belts on one, the shape of another, the wheel-to-seat ratio of the next. There are all sorts of parts that she likes. By the time she reaches the end of the trail, she finally knows how to make the thing magnificent. So she gets to work. She works carefully and slowly, tinkering, hammering, twisting, fiddling, gluing, painting. Her assistant makes sure there are no distractions. This is the perfect thing to ward off bears. Well, this will stop that leak. This one's all wet. The afternoon fades into evening, and finally she finishes. She alerts her assistant. He's fallen asleep. I'm going to show you a close-up before I turn to the last page. Look at what she's done. Are some of you thinking, what is that? I did too when I first read this book, but wait till you see. The pair take a good long look. It leans a little to the left and it's a bit heavier than expected. The color could use a bit of work too, but it's just what she wanted. They climb aboard and take it for a spin. They are not disappointed. It really is the most magnificent thing. I would agree. How about you? She has taken her idea and crafted a sidecar to her scooter so that her assistant can go for a ride with her. I think she absolutely loves her dog, and she had this idea, and somehow it just couldn't come together with what she envisioned and what she was hammering and banging and stapling. Then she got really mad, didn't she? She explodes. I know, she's tried so hard. All day she's tried to create something that she has in her mind. And look what she had in mind. She had a sidecar to her scooter that she wanted to share a ride with her dog. She did get it right, didn't she? Yes, she did. And I think her assistant was very wise when he suggested they go for a walk. What did that walk do for this little girl? She starts off looking very sad. You're right. The walk helped to calm her. She had distractions along the way. She had her best friend with her, and she was able to see many people in her neighborhood. And she kind of had a clear thought once she returned home. She was able to think more clearly. All that madness and all that anger, it went away. And when it went away, she could think more clearly. And that's when she took another look at all that stuff that she had created earlier and realized if she took a piece and a part from each one, she could make the most magnificent thing. Thank you, friends, for joining me in this fabulous story, The Most Magnificent Thing by Ashley Spires. Okay. So our craft this week, can you guess? Maybe? All right, here we go. Here's my most magnificent thing. Woo! I have no idea what I was thinking when I did this, kind of like that little girl in this story. I had all these parts and pieces, so I glued and I stapled and I pasted and I taped, and I have springy pipe cleaners and clothespins, and I have a Clark the shark peeking out here from all the kelp in the ocean. Maybe I was thinking that I wanted to have bright colors and be thinking about summer and being at the beach. So here's my most magnificent thing to put near my desk. And guess what? You can create a most magnificent thing. I have left baggies on the porch here at Graves Library. You can swing in with your an adult and pick one of these up. I know there's still a few of them out there. And they are filled with all kinds of different things for you to create your most magnificent thing. And I think you probably can have an adult with you if you need help. Probably thinking of something or having a plan, but no plan's okay too. I didn't have a plan when I started my most magnificent thing, and that was the most fun of all. I just started gluing. A glue stick will work, as will if you needed liquid. I have Elmer's glue right here, and used it for a few of the bigger pieces on my most magnificent thing. Clark the shark and this white, I don't know what it is, plate of some sort. And that helped. Also, Scotch tape will work too. But again, here's your bag of craft items, all different kinds of things, so that you can have fun making your most magnificent thing. Good luck, have fun, and I will see you back here next time. Take care, everyone, and bye for now.